Shalom, family.
Shalom.
Shalom.
You're watching
Torah
Torah
Teens.
Teens.
It's been 9 months. We gotta start doing it.
We're never stopping. Okay, so Shalom, family. I hope y'all have been enjoying your 9 months. Thankfully, we are back to read scriptures. So anybody who will be watching this, I hope that you have a blessed day, night, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. I hope you have a blessed day. We are going to pray in like we usually do, and then we are going to start the reading of Isaiah and Jeremiah chapter 7.
Father Yah, we thank you for this day. We thank you for all you've done in our lives, Father. Please bless this day so that we may live and be happy in your word, Father. And let the people that are watching learn from this, and let your words speak through us. In Yahushua's name, hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Okay, so I'm going to be reading first because I was the one that wanted to read Isaiah, and Isaiah's older, I think. So I'm going to start chapter 7, verse 1. And this is the KJV. I usually read in the ERV, but this is KJV. So, sorry. Now it came to pass in the day of Ahaz, the son of Jotham, the son of Uzziah, king of Judah, that Rezin, king of Syria, and Pekah, the son of Remaliah, king of Yasharal, went up to Jerusalem to make war against it, but could not prevail against it. And it was told to the house of David, and saying, Syria's forces are deployed in Ephraim. So his heart and the heart of his people were moved as the trees of the woods are moved with the wind. Then Yahweh said to Isaiah, "Go out to meet Ahaz, you and Shear Jashub, your son, at the end of the aqueduct from the upper pool on the highway to the fuller's field, and say to him, Take heed, be quiet, do not fear or be faint-hearted, for these two stubs of smoking firebrands, for the fierce anger of Rezin and Syria and the son of Remaliah, because Syria, Ephraim, and the son of Remaliah have plotted evil against you, saying, Let us go up against Yehuda and trouble it, and let us make a gap in its wall for ourselves, and set a king over them, the son of Tabel. Thus says Yahweh, It shall not stand, it nor shall it come to pass. For the head of Syria is Damascus, and the head of Damascus is Rezin. Within 65 years, Ephraim will be broken, so that it will not be a people. The head of Ephraim is Samaria, and the head of Samaria is Remaliah's son. If you will not believe, surely you shall not be established. The Emmanuel prophecy. Moreover, Yahweh spoke again to Ahaz, saying, Ask a sign from Yahweh, your Yah. Ask if either in the depth or in the high above. But Ahaz said, I will not ask, nor will I test Yahweh. Then he said, Hear now, O house of David. It is a small thing it's a small thing for you to weary man, but will you weary my Yah also? Therefore, Yahweh himself will give you a sign. Behold, the virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel. Curds and honey he shall eat, that he may know to refuse evil and choose good. For being the child, know to refuse sin. What? I'm sorry, I read that so wrong. For being the child shall know to refuse the evil and choose the good. The land that you dread will be forsaken by both her kings. The Yahweh will bring the king of Assyria upon you and your people and your father's house, days that have not come since the day that Ephraim departed from Judah. And it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh will whistle for the fly. Sorry, I dropped my highlighter. Sorry, family. I'm kind of new to this. It's been 9 months. That is in the farthest part of the rivers of Egypt. And for the bee that is in the land of Assyria, they will come, and all of them will rest in the desolate valleys and in the clefts of the rocks, and on all thorns and in all pastures. In the same day, Yahweh will shave with a hired razor with those from beyond the river. But the king of Assyria, the head and the hair of the legs, and will also remove the beard. It shall be in that day that a man will keep alive a young cow and 2 sheep. So it shall be from the abundance of milk they give, that he will eat curds for curds and honey everywhere. Everyone will eat who is left in the land. It shall happen in that day that wherever there could be 1,000 vines, it will worth 1,000 shekels of silver. It will be for briars and thorns. With arrows and bows, men will come there, because all the land will become briars and thorns. And to any hill which could be dug with the hoe, you will not go there for fear, or briars and thorns, but it will become a range for oxen and a place for sheep to roam. That was chapter 7. I'm sorry I read that so horribly. I did not read that very well. I was stuttering a lot, but please go easy on me. I just started this after 9 months of not reading on live. So I'll ask Joshua first. What did you get? Did you get anything from this chapter?
A part that really stuck out to me is where it said that um it said a virgin will bear a son, and his name will be Emmanuel. And that's, showing that Yahusha was even mentioned before in the Old Testament. A lot of people, like to say, oh, Yahusha isn't real because he was only like mentioned in the New Testament, and they believe that, it's just some new tampered with version of the Bible. But he's been here since the beginning. There's many mentions of him in the Old Testament that a lot of people just stick to that. Though just the Old Testament, I'm gonna keep on with that. So that's one thing that really stuck out to me. You got anything?
Well, okay, so I'm going to read this introduction to Isaiah chapter 7. So, this chapter contains a prophecy of the preservation of the kingdom of Yehuda from its enemies, a confirmation of it by a sign, and a prediction of various calamities that should come upon it, antecedent to the accomplishment of that sign. So, sorry. The enemies of Judea are named, and the besieging of Jerusalem by them, besieging of Jerusalem by them, and the date of it, which was without effect and mentioned, Esau. The fear and dread which seized the house of David upon the news of the confederacy. The orders given by Yahweh to the prophet Isaiah to take with him his son and meet Ahaz at a certain place pointed at Esau. Yes, that was good. What was going on? Sorry, okay. Whose errand was to comfort him and exhort him, exhort him, sorry, to be quiet and easy, since the conspiracy formed against him should be fruitless, and the kingdom of YeshaYah should be broken to pieces. After which the king is put upon asking a sign of Yahweh for the confirmation of it, which he refusing to do under a pretense pretense of tempting Yahweh, is reproved, and a sign nevertheless is given, which is that of the birth of the Messiah of a virgin, who would be truly, yeah, truly,
He would be a master.
as his name Emmanuel shows.
And
And
that means what? Who's among us? With Yahweh
Yah is
being
among
present.
us.
Yah is among us. Yah is with us. Right.
And truly man, as his birth, his food, and gradual knowledge of good and evil prove. Yeah, it is. Oh, I didn't know yeah was actually a word.
Yay.
Oh, okay, I was going to say. Yea, it is suggested that the deliverance of Judea from the two kings of Syria and Israel should be very speedy, even before the young child Isaiah had with him has has capable of knowing to refuse evil and choose good, but as a chastisement of the house of David for their incredulous in this matter and slight of the divine goodness, various things are threatened to befall them. Before the birth of Messiah, even such as had not been since the revolt of the 10 tribes, as that their enemies, the Assyrians and others, should come upon them in great numbers and fill all places, so that they would be in the utmost distress and will not be able to escape. There would be a great consumption of men of all sorts, high and low, signified by shaving off the hair on their head, beard, and feet, so that the few that remained would enjoy plenty. And for want of men to till the land, it would be covered with thorns and briars. And because of wild beasts, the few men in it would be obliged to defend themselves with bows and arrows. And yet, after this, the land should become fruitful again, before the Messiah's coming, as some interpret it.
All right, good. So what that was a commentary, something like an explanation based on the chapter. So did anything stick out to you about King Ahaz? Because we kind of had this conversation with Amma.
What sticked out to me the most, I actually highlighted a part too, where he disobeyed Yah. Yah Yah said, he spoke through Isaiah to ask for a sign to prove that he would do this for the people, prove that he would win this war, and Ahaz, I guess, rebelled. Is that the right? Yeah, rebelled against Yah by not asking for the sign. And what I got from that part was that the sign wasn't really just for Ahaz. It was for the people, so the people didn't feel scared. The people didn't feel like, oh, what's going on? Is Yah not going to protect us or anything like that? I feel that was mostly for the sign. So Ahaz rejecting Yah's offer for a sign, any sign, up and low or up and down, that he rebelled against Yah, and he didn't prove to the people. He kind of was like, I'm gonna do this my way. My mom said he kind of said, I'm gonna do this my way, because when Yah gives you a command, no matter what it is, you listen to that command, you follow that command. So that was one thing about Ahaz that stuck out to me about this. He said, I will not ask, nor will I test Yahweh. Now, at first, when I first read it, I was kind of reading through it fast when I first read it a few days ago. I thought that he was kind of like saying, like, oh, I don't have to test Yah. I know he's going to be there, until my mom really broke it down. And I had to look for all the commas and all that. And I was like, oh, he's disrespecting Yah. And that's actually crazy. And that's why later on he says that we got a punishment because of that. because Ahaz didn't want to listen to Yah and ask for that sign. So
I showed you didn't trust in Yah, right?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then verse 13 said, Then he said, Hear now, O house of David, it is a small thing for you to weary man, but will you weary my Yah also? So like not David, Isaiah was like a little angry. I feel like he was a little angry. Like, why would you test Yah? Why are you making Yahweh or making him? You could make him impatient. So another thing I wanted to mention, it was verse 3. No, verse 4, sorry. And say to him, Take heed and be quiet. Do not fear or be faint hearted. So no matter what, Yah's gonna protect you. Yah make sure you calm. That's why he said to show them the sign so that his people can be calm and know like that he's going to be there. He said, don't be scared. Basically, like when your mom telling you not to be scared or something's gonna happen, and you gotta make sure you don't be scared. Like kind of like that. Like I don't even know an example. I don't know an example, but like I know what I mean.
It's basically trusting in Yah no matter what's coming, right?
Yeah.
And you know that you can always trust in Him, even if enemies are coming against you. They're threatening your well-being. Right now, they're threatening the food and all these other things. When you trust in the Most High Yah, you do not have to fear. Good job, though. So what's next? Who's reading next?
I'm gonna read next, but real quick, I want to say shalom, Auntie Fantasia, and shalom, Amma Stacy. Thank you for joining, and now let's get into Jeremiah chapter 7. Whoa, let's go. All right, so let me go there now. Where is it? Okay, Jeremiah chapter 7. Okay. Let me get to the.
I didn't know you could whistle.
Anybody could whistle. So easy, man. All right. So today we're going to be reading out of the KJV because that's the only Bible my sister has available to her. So here we are. We're going to start starting at verse 1. The word that came to Jeremiah from Elohim, saying, Stand in the gate of Yah's house and proclaim there this word and say, Hear the word of Yah, all ye of Yehuda, that enter in. That enter in the house. Oh, wow, I can't read. Okay, let me reread that. I'm sorry. Okay. The word that came to Jeremiah from Yah, saying, Stand in the gate of Yah's house, and proclaim there this word, and say, Hear the word of Yah, all ye of Yehuda, that enter in at these gates to worship Elohim. Thus saith Elohim of hosts, the Elohim of Yasharah amend your ways and your doings, and I will cause you to dwell in this place. Trust ye not in lying words, saying, The temple of Yah, the temple of Yah, the temple of Yah are these. For if ye thoroughly amend your ways and your doings, if ye thoroughly execute judgment between a man and his neighbor, if ye if ye oppress not the stranger of the fatherless and the widow, and shed not innocent blood in this place, neither walk after other Elohim to your hurt, then will I cause you to dwell in this place, in the land that I gave to your fathers forever and ever. Behold, ye trust in lying words that cannot profit. Will ye murder? Will ye steal, murder, and commit adultery, and swear falsely, and burn incense unto Baal, and walk after other Elohim who ye know not, and come and stand before me in this house, which is called by my name, and say, We are delivered to do all these abominations in this house, which is called by my name, become a den of robbers? Is this house which is called by my name a den of robbers in your eyes? Behold, even I have seen it, saith Elohim. But go ye now unto my place which was in Shiloh, where I set my name at the first, and see what I did to it, for the wickedness of my people Yasharal. And now, because ye have done all these works, saith Elohim, and I spoke unto you, rising up early and speaking. Oh, I'm sorry. What just happened? Okay. Rising up early and speaking, and but ye heard not, and I called you, but ye answered not. Therefore I will do unto this house which is called by my name, wherein ye trust, and unto the place which I gave to you and to your fathers, and as I have done to Shiloh, and I will cast you out of my sight, as I have cast out all your brethren, even the whole seed of Ephraim. Therefore pray not thou for this people, neither lift up cry nor pray for them, neither make intercession to me, for I will not hear thee. Seest thou not what they do in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem? The children gather wood, and their fathers kindle the fire, and the women knead their dough to make cakes to the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto other gods, or Elohim, that they may provoke me to anger. Do they provoke me to anger, saith Elohim? Do they not provoke themselves to the confusion of their own faces? Therefore thus saith Elohim, behold, mine anger and my fury shall be poured out unto this place, upon man, upon beast, and upon the trees of the field, and upon the fruit of the ground, and it shall burn, and it shall not be quenched. Thus saith Elohim of hosts, the Elohim of Yasharal. Put your burnt offerings unto your sacrifices, and eat flesh. For I spake not unto your fathers, nor commanded them in this day that I brought them out of the land of what's that? Mizraim. Sorry. Concerning burnt offerings or sacrifices. But this thing I commanded them, saying, obey my voice, and I will be your Elohim, and ye shall be my people, and walk ye in all the ways that I have commanded you, that it may be well unto you. But they hearkened not, nor inclined their ear, but walked in the counsels and in the imagination of their own evil heart, and went backward and not forward, since the day that their fathers came forth out of the land of Egypt. Unto this day I have even sent unto you all my servants, the prophets, all my servants, the prophets, daily rising up early and sending them. Yet they hearken not unto me, nor incline their ear, but harden their neck. They did worse than their fathers. Therefore thou shalt speak all these words unto them, but they will not hearken to thee. Thou shalt also call unto them, but they will not answer thee. But thou shalt speak but thou shalt say unto them, this is the nation that obeyeth not the voice of Elohim, of Yah the Elohim, nor receiveth correction. Truth is perished, and is cut off from their mouth. Cut off thine hair, O Jerusalem, and cast it away, and take up a lamentation on high places, for Yah has rejected and forsaken the generation of his wrath. For the children of Yehuda have done evil in my sight, saith Elohim. They have set their abominations in the house which is called by my name to pollute it, and they have built the high places of Tophet, which is in the valley of the son of Hinnom, to burn their sons and their daughters in the fire, which I commanded them not. Which I commanded them not, neither came it into my heart. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Elohim, that it shall no more be called Tophet, nor the valley of the son of Hinnom, but the valley of slaughter. For they shall bury in Tophet till there be no place, and the carcasses of this people shall be meat for the fowls of heaven, and for the beasts of the earth, and none shall fray them away. Then I will cause to cease from the cities of Yehuda and from the streets of Jerusalem the voice of mirth and the voice of gladness, the voice of bridegroom and the voice of the bride, for the land shall be desolate. That was Jeremiah chapter 7.
I got a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. My whole Bible is about to be purple. Okay, so I'm gonna let you go first, just because I gotta find the other color.
All right, so I got verse 23. It says, But this thing I commanded them, saying, Obey my voice, and I'll be your Elohim, and ye shall be my people, and walk ye all in all the ways that I have commanded you, that it may be well unto you. So Yah gave us a very simple task to obey, and we couldn't do it. It's like he says, listen to me, be my people, call me your Elohim, and I will treat you how you need to be treated. You're gonna be good off. But they just couldn't do it. It's something in them. They could never. They're rebellious. We were a rebellious people, so that's why we got to try to get back into the path. So let me see. That was another one I
What
saw.
did you get from verse 22? Because as I was reading
22.
along with y'all, verse 22 stuck out to me.
I highlighted that.
You highlighted 22.
I highlighted 21 all the way to 24.
Well, bring it out, mamas. Let your brother feel. Are you done? Is there anything else that stuck out to you, Jared?
Let me read 22 because it was kind of like a beginner for verse 23, which I brought up. For I spake unto your fathers, nor commanded them in that day that I brought them out of the land of Egypt, concerning burnt offerings or sacrifices. So he's saying I didn't, tell them to do these things, but at the end of the day, they still did it. So, yeah, that's all I got from that.
That was interesting to me because I know a lot of things, especially in the priesthood. They were really serious about making these sacrifices and the burnt offerings. And this is the first time I ever really saw that this is said in YirmeYahu or YirmeYahu, for I spake not unto your fathers, nor commanded them in the day that I brought them out of the land of Egypt concerning burnt offerings or sacrifices. But this thing I commanded them. So he didn't ask for those things. He said, listen to my voice, obey me. And so that was really, really, that stuck out to me a lot. I think I'm going to have to bring this out in the group with the sisters and see what they say about this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, wow, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, guys.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Also, which relates to the sacrifice thing, verse 31, and they have built the high places of Tophet, which is in the valley of the son of Hinnom, to burn their sons and their daughters in the fire, which I did not command, nor did it come into my heart. So not only was they sacrificing, these things that Yah did not want them to sacrifice him, that he didn't even ask, but they were sacrificing their kids, the children that Yah sent to them to live out the destiny that Yah created for them, and y'all are burning them, thinking that y'all are doing some. That's not what Yah told y'all to do, and that's why Yah was so angry, and that he said that he was gonna. I think he said burn, with fire. He was going to burn the trees. He was going to burn the temple. He was going to burn everything because he was so angry with them. What I was saying about verse 21 all the way to 24, I'm going to read it. I'm going to say what I was going to say. Thus says Yahweh of hosts, the Elohim of Israel, add your burnt offerings to your sacrifices and eat meat. For I did not speak to your fathers or command them in the day that I brought them out of the land of Egypt concerning burnt offerings or sacrifices. But this is what I commanded them, saying, obey my voice, and I will be your Elohim, and you shall be my people, and walk in all the ways that I have commanded you, that it may be well with you. Yet they did not obey or incline their ear, but followed the counsels and the dictates of their evil hearts, and went backwards and not forward. So they was basically bringing these things that they did for the other gods to Yahweh. Like, I'm not gonna name any names because we're not supposed to name the name of idols, but a lot of these idols, the really popular one that a lot of the, I guess, East serve. I think it's the East. It's a lot of people know about it, and I have one in mind, and I hope you know which one I'm talking about. They have like they do so many crazy things. Like I've seen some crazy things about it, and that's an example. And like, don't start bringing the stuff that you did for those guys to our Alahayim.
Right.
Like, they do a lot of things in other cultures and other and just religions, because we're not a religion, so I'm not gonna say other religions, but in a lot of religions. And there was another thing that I highlighted. Since the day that your fathers came out
Hey,
of the
what
land
verse
of
is that?
25, since the day that your fathers came out of the land of Egypt until this day, I have even sent to you all my servants, the prophets, daily rising up early and sending them. Yet they did not obey me or incline their ears, but stiffened their neck. They did worse than their fathers. So he sent you his people, and I think this is still the Old Testament. So yeah, Yahusha wasn't in here, but he sent his people, his prophets, and everything, and y'all killed them, and they did so much. He says y'all are worse than y'all fathers. So you could see, like, the more you read, you could see how angry y'all really was with these people, and like the more you read, you see all the bad things they really was doing. Like, I don't think a lot of y'all's punishments are harsh. Like, some of them, I used to have like turn feelings, like, children and stuff. But like sometimes it's like the things it was doing was crazy, and the things that had the kids doing, the things they did to the children, it was messed up. And
So what did the Most High tell Jeremiah to stop doing
To
for the
stop
people?
praying for them. I forgot the verse that it was at, but he said, don't lift up your voice for them. Don't come to me about those people, because they're doomed. They're gonna be punished. There's nothing you could do about it past this point. Stop praying to me for these people.
I'm gonna get
He's
them.
gonna get them. That's like to put it in, like, our terms. Like, let's say, my sister did something really bad, and I'm like, Mom, don't be her, don't do this. But like, at the end of the day, it's that bad. She has to be punished for what she did. I'm not saying that you a bad kid or nothing, kiddo. You're a good kid, but just giving an example.
Hey, I'll get beat, but anyway.
You're gonna get beat. No.
Oh yeah, verse 16. Therefore, do not pray for this people, nor lift up a cry or prayer for them, nor make intercession to me, for I will not hear you. I remember, I don't know who told me this, but I think it was my mom. It was during our Christian days. But I think she was talking about a certain someone, but I'm not going to mention anyone. But she said, when a person's being, I don't know, someone, I'm not going to say my mom said it because I don't remember. But if someone's doing bad, and like, they're doing bad, they do bad things to innocent people or just people in general, and they're finally getting that punishment that they deserve. And if you go and pray for that person that hope things get better for them, someone said that's their punishment is also going to go on to you.
Yeah, I did tell you that.
Yeah, that was my mom. And I was like, that's crazy. You can't even, like, what if it's your family member? Like, yeah, they did bad things.
So
like,
you do need to pray for people, but when the Most High is really done, He will let you know. You'll feel it when He says, "No, that's it." You know what I mean? So yeah, intercede, but also know not to go against the will of the Most High. Yeah.
Oh, and there was this verse 18, which really, really stuck out to me. The children gather wood, the fathers kindle the fire, and the women knead dough to make cakes for the Queen of Heaven, and they pour out drink offerings to other gods. That really stuck out to me, especially with the feminism thing going out. And what is it called? Something, my feminine, whatever, divine feminine, that stuff. Oh my! Now I'm not against women. I'm gonna be a woman one day, but I am against the feminism thing, because at a certain extent, it's too much. Like, the reason that women are under men is because what Eve did. What Eve did. But the thing is, yeah, I get it. Some people feel like they want to be equal, but until we make it to the promised land, nothing is ever gonna really be good on this earth. And with this divine feminine and Yahusha's gonna come back as a woman and all that crazy stuff, that just that sounds crazy. Like the more you listen to it, like I get easily influenced sometimes, but that can never. Every single time I've heard about Satan being a female, any Yahusha, Yah. There's I never believed that Yah had a gender, and I always knew that Yahusha, the son, was a male. But it's just so crazy how they actually they feed this to their children and they do this and they take it seriously and everything. But that was verse 18. Josh, do you have anything to point out?
I have nothing else. This was a very fulfilling lesson, or whatever you want to call it. So this is going to be the end. We're going to pray out.
Oh, real quick, one thing. So I was thinking of a certain religion when I highlighted this, but I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to shame. Verse 9, verse 9 to 10, will you steal, murder, commit adultery, swear falsely, burn incense to Baal, and walk after other gods whom you do not know, and then come and stand before me in this house which I called by my name, and say we are delivered to do all these abominations? I'm gonna make an example. I'm not gonna say what type. I know, but imagine you go beat some people up, go murder some innocent people, and then you go into church, holy, holy this, holy that. What do you think Yah thinks of that? Really, there's so many gaps in religions. It's so messed up, but it's all gonna be better one day. So we're just gonna pray out. I'll pray out because Joshua prayed in. I really hope y'all enjoyed this. So, Father, I thank you for everything you've done. I thank you for letting this reading go smoothly. I ask that you help me get better with my reading for this. I ask that we are able to be consistent with this reading. I thank you for everybody being on. I thank you for letting some people be able to watch this while it was live. Father, I ask that anyone who watched this will be blessed, and who will watch this will be blessed. In the name of Yahusha, hallelujah.
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 All right, shalom, family. You just watched Torah Teen. We're never going to stop that.